finishing up our final recruitment, and just keep in mind that you do have the year follow-up services. So, like I said, any questions that you have, please put them in the chat pod, and we'll try and answer everything that we can.
And I'm here as well. Just jumped on.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me.
Did we talk to them about moving the meetings from every week to we're going to go to every other week?
We have not said that. No.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Starting in the month of August.
Starting in August? Okay. All right. So the first one that we have is Business and Career Services. And like, just have one with everything's good. Now, if you needed us to do something with the suitability review, the one that you had in suitability review, just let us know. No progress page, everything, case notes. But, yep, looks like you just have a couple with some case notes. Other than that, everything, as far as the yellow and red lines, they're looks good.
It looks like we have a question from Eddie, too. Can we start to exit customers?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to stop. The way you would exit customers is in IWDS, so that's more of a Tammy and Tara.
Correct. So you're going to have to work with your either internally if you're the IWDS individuals, or with your partner to exit those customers in the IWDS system.
One thing I just would make sure is that you double check all their credentials and services, and make sure those are all in IWDS before they exit them, because that's where it counts. It has to be in IWDS.
And Natasha, if they are not the IWDS individual, that is synced and they can see that those come over from IWDS in the progress page.
Yes.
Okay. And then we strongly recommend that you upload the credential in the workNet system also. In IWDS, it's marked as a credential, but it's not an upload function, is my understanding in that. So, you should upload your credentials for each of the participants.
Yes. In workNet. So I'm in test. I'll show you where you can make sure I'm in the right test program here. So let me select a person and test. Go to the progress page. And then we have an upload document section. So you can just select the upload document, choose the file. These are the file types that you can upload. And you can just say, what type of credential it is. And you can upload that in Illinois WorkNet through the progress page.
Yeah, and on the description, we recommend that you, use the official name of the credential. So, like if it's an OSHA 10, OSHA 30, if it's a, whatever your credentials, CNA. make sure that the names are specific so we know what that document is.
And then Natasha asked, do we have to do that if it's in IWDS?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in IWDS, that is where you document the credential, but I don't believe you can upload documents in that. So with the workNet system, we can actually upload the documents, which helps, with, even monitoring functions and everything, and to keep everything in one place.
Okay. I think I got my right thing here. Right place. All right. So we have the next one is City of Peoria, and we have 16 registrants, 1 inquirant. So, just look at the inquirant, and I get some of these mixed up, so I'm not sure if you needed any assistance with this person, or if they're not going to participate and you need us to mark them as not going to participate, then, just let us know, or if you need help with this, then let us know. Other than that, it looks like the biggest challenge right here is just to get some of these open requests for IWDS services synced. And it looks like you have quite a few that are synced already that are coming through, and so that's great. You might want to look at these and just make sure that, one of the services didn't come in from IWDS and it's accidentally, a duplicate. If it is, you can just delete the request since it's already in there. But other than that, I don't know if Tammy or Tara, if you have any suggestions on what they can do for getting these areas closed out, or if there's already a plan in place for getting these services put into IWDS.
Yeah, we've told them if they're having any issues as far as like sending multiple emails, excuse me, to their OEA and they're not responding, to add us to those emails. We're aware of one situation with City of Peoria, and so we're making a plan right now to address that issue. But anybody else, like we were saying, if you have any issues, email us immediately so we can come together and see what we can do about it.
Yeah, and just for your information, any service that is provided needs to also be in IWDS. A lot of that is for, like I said, once again, monitoring, because if there's costs associated with a service and when they go out and monitor, and if it's not in the IWDS system, and there's costs associated with that, then that's going to create some issues.
Tina typing. Okay, well, Tina's typing. We'll look at this as it comes in. But for Lewis and Clark, looking at your dashboard, it looks really good. As far as items being moved from the yellow, red, into green, so those look like they're moving along nicely. I don't know if you had any questions specifically for us. Okay. Okay, so move on to Methodist.
Good morning. This is Courtney Gehrig. We have quite a few that are in red, and I'm still not understanding how to resolve it. And I didn't know if that was supposed to be our business partner, or if you scroll down, it looks like customers who do not have an individual strategy. I can't figure out how to even do that one.
It needs to be added in IWDS. So
Okay.
I'm just going to my sample person here.
Sure.
But you'll see that this one is an example that came in. But you should be able to
Okay.
add a service. I can't remember if it's under, which one's under. Yeah,
Oh,
under use
okay.
case management. And of course you'd say yes, but and then individual service strategy.
Oh,
Yeah, you fill it out.
okay.
And so that process will create a request for it to be
Okay.
added. But in order for it to be moved from the
Mm-hmm.
red, it needs to actually, your business partner or your LBA needs to be able to put that in to.
Okay. I'm not sure that we, so it says 100%. That means 100, none of them have done it. We haven't done it for any of them. But
Right.
what type of individualized service strategy, could you give me an example of what I could?
Really what it needs to be is whenever it's usually the first thing that they do with a person, and it's just basically saying that you're looking at their goals, you're looking at their barriers, you're looking at their past history and where they're going to be. And then really it's about like the way it's supposed to work is to identify like a plan for them, a listing of plan of services.
So we've done it all. We just haven't documented it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then that's just the thing that says, hey, in IWDS, we did that.
Oh,
We
okay.
already did it. And it's just documenting that it was done. Because in IWDS, you can't put planned services. You just put actual.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I've been trying to figure that out, and now I know what I was doing incorrectly, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. So then, that would take care of that item. And then it looks like we just need to have the progress page updated.
Yes, I have been on my summer break, so I'm sort of transitioning back now, so I will make sure I get all of that caught up. The students, we only have 2 left, but they are doing very well in their summer classes, and things are progressing very good for them.
Great.
Awesome.
That's about all I have.
All right.
But thank you very much for clarifying.
Yeah, I was going to say, Courtney, and let us know, like, if you have any other issues with it.
Okay.
And, just shoot us an email.
Sure. Thank you.
And just to follow up on your modification, too, we did have your modification request, and we'll be working on that. We're in the rollover process right now with our funding.
Sure.
So, hopefully by next week we can start moving that modification.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I have nothing in the, you have, I have a couple things in the red, like a couple people, either they just need to have, information updated for plan services or they haven't started yet. Otherwise, it looks like, there's some requests out there for services to be updated in IWDS. So,
okay. And that would be with my business partner, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
Yep,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So other than that, we're good.
No, I was going to say, didn't they have something that said 2? Did I just see that?
Oh, yeah, I just saw that also.
2. This has plan services, so.
Oh, no, the ISS, right?
Oh, yeah, right, individual service strategy. But those all have to be added in IWDS, so.
Okay.
Both of them do.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like Don is typing. 1 second, because he's with OEI.
Okay.
And, guys, just the purpose of these calls while Don is typing, we want to make sure so we're highlighting areas that you guys need to fix. And so our expectation for any of these that you can control is hopefully within a week's time that the clients are moved from, whatever areas. If it's something like waiting on your LWIA, just let us know, hey, I've sent them an email. Here it is. Can you help us move this through? But like I said, the expectation is hopefully within a week's time we can get all of these things cleared up so nothing's in the red zone. Those will be done this week. Okay, perfect. Awesome, Don.
Great. Great. So it looks like there's a few people that need their suitability review. So, if it's somebody that you're not going to be, not going to be participating, just go ahead and mark them as not participating. I'm not sure if, I think some people were kind of waiting, had a group of people that would be like the next batch of people. But if you can, go ahead and complete that suitability review for those individuals. Again, for the inquirant, I don't know if that's more of a situation of they just need to go through, have their application, you're collecting eligibility information or whatever documentation so that they can have their IWDS application certified. But we want to go ahead and make sure that those are moved along as well. Just a couple case notes, otherwise looks like. What was that? Okay. I don't know, Tammy or Tara, anything before we move on to
No, I think we're good.
Thursday? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. First date.
And if there's anybody that didn't sign in, I'm going to send out a reminder email of attendance. So if there's any group that is on and you forgot to sign in, please do so I won't accidentally send you a notice.
First Date's on the line. This is Alexandra. Good morning.
Hi. All right. Matricon, Manufacturing Renaissance, First Date, the Cabot Group.
I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks like you have one person each case out, but there's like 20 people out there that have services that need to be requests for services.
20. I'm sorry, my computer just decided to restart itself. I'm on my phone. Let me try to blow it up here. Okay, so 20 people.
I mean, it looks like there have been services that have been entered for them because you have 22 people that have services. But it still looks like you've put in some requests for services that haven't been fulfilled. So, if you want to look at those people and just to make sure that, is that request still valid? Does it still need to be entered? And then if so, just work with whoever's entering those services to make sure that those are entered. Or if for whatever reason, maybe they entered it in and it had a different start date.
Okay.
Maybe now it's a duplicate for whatever reason.
So I apologize. Yeah, it's another team member that is taking care of all of the workNet entering. Moving forward in the fall, it seems that I will be doing the entering for this new cohort. So I apologize if I'm not always in the know. I just try to relay the message as best as possible to the person entering the information right now. So they need to, customer who has an open request for IWDS services, credential update for more than 5 days. So that's the main.
Yep, that's the main one. And your OWIA person that's been identified to enter services should get daily updates on what services need to be entered.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
I'll also be taking care of that in the fall as well. So,
okay,
okay.
sounds good. The next one is useful. Do McLean County, I'm right here, and then we'll go back and do Lake County. Okay. So for McLean County, again, you have just one person that needs to have their suitability review completed. This person right here, I can't remember if we talked about this last time or if this is a different person. They're not synced. So in one of the scenarios, what you just needed to do was to go into their application. No, I can't do that here. We need to get their Social Security number information updated. So I forgot that's a different type of program there. You can do that. So if it's the case where we just need to get this person's Social Security number updated so that they sync, then let me know and we can take care of that. Other than that, it looks like you have 11 people as an inquirent, and we want to get those moving along. Other than that, it looks like it's just mainly the progress pages need to be updated. So when you do the progress page, you just simply go to the progress page, and basically it says that you've reviewed the information and updated the information to make sure it's accurate. And so, you can look at all their information on the progress page and just make sure it's accurate. And I'm not sure if maybe the reason why you haven't done the progress page is because there's several people that still need some information added through IWBS. But if that's the case, about half, like what, 22 people here that need to have their information updated in IWS. So, there's still almost 20 people up here, 19 people up here that wouldn't fall in that situation. So if we can go ahead and start getting those progress pages updated so we can lower that and then work with the people who are entering IWDS information to IWDS to get those services entered into the system. And then we'll go to East of Lake County. Okay. Again, I have a few people as an inquirant need to update one progress page. That's not bad. And other than that, it looks like everything is coming through fine. And then like we had Mantricon came on, so we'll go over to Mantricon. If there's any
are
questions,
they on the call?
Yeah, Stephanie just put
Oh, okay. Let me take her off.
there. So everything so far is in the green for these folks.
Take Tanisha off.
And very good there. Okay, did you have any? That's everybody, I believe, for everybody that has checked in their dashboard. I don't know if anybody had any specific questions that we haven't already answered. Then go ahead and either type those in or just say them because the phone lines are unmuted.
And also, I wanted to give a reminder to, I sent out an email today on behalf of Aaron and Andrea regarding the in-person meeting that is happening in August. So if you guys could please respond to that, register for the event. This is something you guys requested as far as having an in-person meeting so you guys can meet each other and discuss different things. And this will be a workshop so we can talk about the things that are going really well with your project, things that we need to improve on, any additional guidance you need from us regarding your projects. So this will definitely be something that you guys will be leading the conversations and things like that. And Stephanie, that's coming, that information is coming as well. Erin is going to send out an email that says exactly where Methodist College is located. I believe Courtney will be the contact person if anybody gets lost. There's a number, so that will be coming as well.
Yes, I sent that.
Thank you, Courtney.
Mm-hmm. This is Natasha from Phalanx. I had a question. Probably just maybe it's just an oversight of mine. On Illinois WorkNet, there used to be a tab for customer completion, and it like had the question: did person receive all credentials? Did person gain employment? Was that taken off? Because I don't see it anymore.
It was removed.
Okay.
And we're basically, instead of having you do like another step, you don't have to do that anymore. It's really all about entering the data into IWDS so you can, we want to make sure that all the services and credentials are entered in there. Another area that came up that we didn't have in WorkNet until we started the conversation about completion were, I think they're called milestones, and so there's different things that could be used towards a successful completion with regard to milestones. And so I met with IWDS staff a little like last week or so, and then we talked about ways that we could use the dashboard in order to have you better use it as like an indicator of potential areas where you could, there's customers that still had potential for you could add information in for them to help meet the performance measures. So we'll be making those updates. But for right now, you just make sure you have all of your information in to IWDS, and then that type of information will be coming through and populating this area. Okay. Do some typing. We'll go ahead and stay on for just a little bit for anyone who has questions. Again, you can either type them in or just say them over the phone. We'll be Methodist in Peoria.
Yes, Tanisha, that's correct. The information is coming with the calendar invite from Erin.
All right. Well, if there aren't any other questions, then that's